We're here in Austria taking a look at one of the top golf courses in the country here, and you can see why. We're gonna walk through the championship course.
In the sand, in the rough, in the wind blow. Birdie, bogey, eagle, we're counting the strokes, laughing all the way, making golfing jokes.
And just coming up to the practice facility, there's a championship type feel here. It's got all the names of the recent winners, but more importantly, it's got a nice little timeline going through.
The motto called Better Than Great. I was excited to finally get over here at the championship diamond course, 18 holes. Let's take a look.
One of the first times I'm really stumped here. It's in another language. I think it's €2, but that seems way too cheap. So let's throw €2 in. Nice.
It's a massive practice facility. You could spend a whole day just practicing your short game, and even the driving range itself, you can go very long in regards to hitting driver and not having to worry about only hitting irons. Now it has mats and grass, multiple different options here at the championship course. There's also another practice facility as you get closer to your tee box here at the championship facility, with 2 other courses and still in construction to build more.
Multiple golf courses to choose from. You have the Diamond course, which is the one we're going to walk through. Diamond golf course was built in 2002, although it's been reopened because of the massive flood that took place just 2 years ago. This was all underwater. Let's take a look at some of those pictures. The course was built by Jeremy Pern when it was first designed, but there's multiple other golf professionals that helped build some of the holes here at this course.
Miguel Jimenez helped design some of the holes here and several elements to the course, focusing on tightening a risk-reward layout for closer holes and elevated to a course for elite tournament standards. And the layout is a test for the feet of any player, requiring raw power off the tee on some of these extremely long par 5s and absolute distance control when it comes to heavily guarded water approaches. With nerves of steel, you would have to play very well to score a decent round here and post a good score in comparison to some other courses you've probably played along the way. Now, for golfers visiting the resort, there's 2 other option courses so far. They're building more, but they're stepping onto the tee here at the championship course. It's no mistake that this is a pure testament for pros and amateurs alike. Now, what makes it so unique would be some of the massive interconnected lakes and islands that take place here on this course, and how long it plays, with the championship tees stretching 6,760 meters or 7,400 yards. Now, that doesn't sound like a crazy amount, but when you talk about being very precise on your shots off the tee and your second shots, including a lot of water in and around these holes, with the signature holes being number 8, some dramatic holes being number 9, and the finishing par 3, number 18. There's definitely an opportunity to score well on some of the holes here, and with a course slope with the back tees of 144 and a rating of 77.7. This is a very challenging hole, with some holes even having trees right in the middle of the fairways, something you don't see as much on the States on our end. Now, the greens are extremely large and lightning fast. They're a landmark of this course with its premier approach play, and simple hitting it off the green is not enough. you're going to have to putt very well, and depending on the tier of grass that you're on, a defensive 3-putt might be a great opportunity depending on your second shots here at this facility, and not including the water that's almost on every one of the holes here. Targeting just the golf and the history, the club opened 2002 in a unique part here in Lower Austria, about 35 miles west of Vienna. The resort founders commissioned English golf architect Jeremy Pern to help design this property. He was handed a massive layout of 140 acres of land, and massively flat as well, aggressively flat, one would say. He created a dramatic and included moving a lot of soil and dirt here to create an engineering feat, digging out a 10-acre artificial lake. This lake was strategically anchored here in the property, supplying the filled dirt and shaping the landscape and premier defense that would become the championship course. Now in the 2010s, the European Tour arrived, and this was a major turning point for the club's history, being recognized as a popular and top premier destination in Austrian's Golf Open. This did not change as it consistently took on major tournaments. This was around the time in 2010 when Miguel Menendez became a consultant designer here at the club. He helped reshape several of the tournament greens and the angles around the water hazards, most notably hole 8. Now, when it comes to making golf history, Wild Diamond Country Club has hosted the Australian Open 11 times to date, while becoming a premier European Tour destination with its strict tournament standards and massive practice facilities. It's a premier destination for anyone traveling to the country and wanting to play the best that it has to offer, and for an affordable price. Depending on the booking, you have stay and play options, just being a 2-train ride away from Vienna's main central station, or a long Uber, but I promise you it's going to cost a lot. It's a beautiful way to end this round of golf here with the bridge and the historical patches of all the tournaments here that took place on the European Tour, and I really enjoyed it ending with a par 3. And you could see with the clubhouse, you can enjoy a round of golf, you can watch people come in and almost get a hole-in-one. It would be a great experience if you were to see something like that in a tournament setting or just in a casual weekend retreat here. That's going to do it for this video. Hopefully it brings you one step closer to this facility, checking it out. Hats off to everyone that has made my stay here very enjoyable. I'm very grateful to finally get out here and learn a little bit more about this location, play with some locals, and just enjoy a great facility, a world-class facility around the world. That's it for this video. Keep a lookout for more videos to come.